This is no longer amusing. They seem normal enough. I shouldn't be so confident. Make it so. I would rather outthink them than outfight them. Engage! On screen. Let's investigate. Enlarge and identify. I shouldn't be so confident. Engage! I'm not sure I have a specific recommendation. I want all the power you can give me. Strange. Slow to impulse speed. Stay calm, everyone. What the hell is going on?
Can't stop the heterocyclic declination.
We need a biomolecular physiologist in here. This man is dying.
I'm not sure I have a specific recommendation.
You
Stay calm,
betrayed your
everyone.
uniform!
Let's investigate. This is no longer amusing.
Macro head.
Stay calm, everyone. Slow to impulse speed. I would rather outthink them than outfight them.
Engage.
Slow to impulse speed. Strange. Slow to impulse speed.
Not good enough, damn it! Not good enough!
They seem normal enough. I'm not sure I have a specific recommendation.
I'm Captain Picard. Engage.
Move to intercept.
I want all the power you can give me.
Make it so. In my opinion, sir, they're gibberish.
I want all the power you can give me.
I shouldn't be so confident.
Engage!
I'm not sure I have a specific recommendation.
I want all the power you can give me.
Strange.
Slow to impulse speed.
Stay calm, everyone.
What the hell is going on?
I'm not sure I have a specific recommendation. Stay calm, everyone.
Greetings, Captains. My name is Phil McCracken, and I'm here to talk to you about what's new in the 8.2.0 client for Star Trek Timelines. With 8.2.0, we've been addressing more bugs for the future and rearranging the UI because why not? It's a free country. You can't stop us. We optimized our incredible UI, and after years of toil and labor, we moved the Voyage button. You wanted less clicks, right? We also moved the achievements to your profile to be with the rest of the useless information you probably didn't even know was there anyway. Feel like chastising your fleet members? Track their daily participation and get that whip cracking. No one likes a lazy player. Also, we've added a collection panel to the crew information because the collection train don't stop for nothing. Choo-choo. Oh, wait, that was supposed to be voyage score. Ah, damn. We added a nice little number for replications remaining in the panel so you can replicate those 2,000 holograms a bit at a time, every day, for all eternity. In addition, we're also introducing cutting-edge technology for a new system of dilithium draining pack offers. This hot tech will feature the hottest themed collections around. This pack features a selection of crew with the primal Wait, Prime? Really? Okay then. Purchasing this behold will not just give you the satisfaction of owning a legendary Mugatu, but also you will get stung by seeing many repeated options for all those super rare crew you finished years ago. Don't want to start another Evolved Janeway? No? What are you even playing for anyway? We hope this type of pack satisfies those collection addicts, and unlike the birthday beholds, you can lose all your dilithium in a few swift clicks. See, we are saving you clicks. Objective events are events with objectives that let you earn rewards for completing objectives around an event during an objective event. Here's how it will go. When an objective event starts, you will see objectives you can complete. By completing these objectives in this objective event, you can unlock rewards associated with the event. When the objective event is completed, you will get rewards for completing objectives in this event.
The lineup consisted simply of 6 hydrocoptic Marsal vanes, so fitted to the ambifacient lunar wane shaft that side fumbling was effectively prevented. The main winding was of the normal Lotus O deltoid type placed in panendermic semi-boloid slots of the stator. Every 7th conductor being connected by a non-reversible Tremi pipe to the differential girdle spring on the up end of the gram meters.
Objective events support different types of events, which locks progression behind different objectives, which you can unlock via events. For example, you could unlock an event or objective behind an objective event, which also will unlock another objective, which you can complete with an event. We look forward to bringing objective events, bug fixes, and more crew than you can objectively complete in your lifetime. And as always, buy dilithium.
Hey, my name's Rachel Antrell. I play Commander Non on Star Trek Discovery. Welcome to Timeline Talks.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live in Technicolor from the beautiful Hollywood Hills, California. The show where the total retail price of their advice is $0. This is Timeline Talks. Featuring guest stars, Morph action figure collector, Kapla, It's Stars and Garter. Also featuring, keeping the data core out of debt, it's Dan. More like Command If Suck, look out, it's the Solok 2000. And now, bringing the band, drinking beer that's 2 packs. Here's your host, Captain Idol.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Timelines Talks, the premium exclusive #1 show for objective events where you can complete objectives for events. I am joined by 2 co-hosts who have not usually been here, but this is Mod Week, so the mods are here from the Timelines Discord, as unfortunately Stars is out on assignment and Auto could not be with us this week. But introducing, for those who have not met them before, we have the Data Core's very own Chief Administrator, Dam, and below me is one of our Chief Mods, is Janos Idanian. Guys, welcome, and how are you this week?
We are pretty good. I'm pretty good. Anyway, I've discovered that there are objectives and there are events. I don't know if these are interchangeable. I think you can. If you do a thing, you get a thing.
I can't remember what it was.
But then
it was one of the of the texts that they put out. I think it was the first one where they were just trying to describe objective events. And went, "These are objective events which you complete objectives for events." And I just went, "No, I've got to do something with that. That's just too good."
Yeah, yeah.
But yes, Janos, how the devil are you?
Doing very well. That was a fantastic intro. That was the first time I'd seen it. Sometimes I get a preview of those, but I did not, and it lived up to my very, very lofty expectations for all the production value for this show.
We did that before with the Polcoin one, with that, and it's like, as soon as I saw they were putting a video, I'm like, we have to do something. It's got to be done. I'll probably put that up on. I'll probably put all our stupid little bits on YouTube or somewhere as their own individual thing. But yes. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to everyone to this show. First off, let's talk about the event winners. So congratulations, very first of all, to Blue Angel for winning a 5/5 Damon Solok. So I hope you're happy with that, because that's a choice. And also congratulations to Carpe Diem, scoring number 2, Noli at number 11, Mahon at 14, Gornophobe, number 15. Gornophobe, newly followed member of this channel, so hello Gornophobe, I know you're watching. James T. Kirk at 17, Vija at 20, Loki 21, the Cream King himself, this Cisco at number 32, Sankatse Siete 41, Evans of Wales at 42, We Are Borg at 43. I'd just like to shout out Gornophobe again, because I think they're a husband and wife team, but they actually managed to get number 15. I think they said that was their highest score, which is a polite but and a clap for that one, because that's a good event score and a good event, well, a goodish event to do with it. Guys, what's your opinion on this event, this latest one? Because this skirmish, we all go mad for skirmishes, although I admit I stepped back a little bit. I decided to rein it in slightly, but was Solok enough for you to go, I'll take the honour, but only so far?
You want to go first?
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I didn't play this event. It's the first event I have not played this year, I would say. I didn't log on all weekend. I had all the characters 5/5, and I didn't have time, and I was like, everyone was immortalized. I wasn't going for Solok anyway, so I just walked away, didn't turn on my phone.
You just walked away.
I just walked away. Explosions behind me.
Yeah.
I did event a bit on Thursday and Friday because I had some time, and I think I ended up with enough VP for one Solok. I think it was to end up in the 800s or 900s. If I pushed a little bit harder, I could have gotten two, but just one is enough to be able to compete in the next event. And I don't need more criminals. And unless they expand Ferengi, I don't need that. And now that I have him, I can always use him up later. I can, there aren't a lot of Ferengi criminals, I guess, in the game. So you can be retrieved, I think, probably. And what DC Pilot says, even if you fuse him, you're not going to use him. Not this Solok. He's not great.
In which case, he would in fact say,
"You think he gets used if he gets fused?"
There you go.
Yeah, waiting for that.
I mean, there are. I think that he does make the 25th Ferengi, I believe. I could be wrong there. I don't know if someone's actually checked that. Well, he's 24th. We're in the late sort of 20s for a collection expansion for that. And Romulan, I think, is pretty close as well. So, yeah, for anyone that did get Solok and kind of went, well, I got him because it was a skirmish, probably not all bad because you're at least one step further on that collection because we're all a little bit collection mad these days. Well, maybe it's just me. Like you, both of you are just like, yeah.
I'm just nodding. I'm just nodding politely and. Yes.
Dan, I wanted to ask you very quickly, how are things going with the data core? Because the data core very recently took on the wiki. You're now doing sort of the hosting part of that, and I understand that there's been a few improvements with the wheels. You just had the Voyage calculator upgrade. I wonder if there's what's happening with the wiki kind of things.
Yeah, well, the wiki is at the moment keep it alive because it is it needs a lot of work to stabilize it, and we've taken on hosting. It's up, it's ad free, but it is it's going to take a lot of work to make it integrate it more into data core, tidy up how it works, and reduce some of the. I mean, people don't see a lot of downtime, but there is some. I mean, you're in that chat where it goes down and someone has to log on to AWS and like turn it off and on again. So it is that's my sole role. That's my only role. It's like have you tried turning it off and on again? No, I mean Ineffable got it earlier today, my time, because I was at work pretending to work.
Can you make
broken.
it go?
No, I can't. But I mean, further down the line, we do plan to integrate it more into data core, and I mean, there's a lot of changes going on with data core at the moment. We've got the multi-vector assault mode from USS John Jay. So, I mean, there's a lot of data core work going on, and we do things. All our devs are volunteer members of the community working for free. So it's priority really is. Thank you very much. Priority really is to get the get the improvements that we have backlogged into data core done, and then start working further on that.
I remember, I think it was Ineffable was saying, when you were first sort of talking about getting the wiki on board and, finally sort of got the approval to say, right, we've got the redirects and all this, and Ineffable was like, yeah, we're going to do all this work. And I think it's like a week later, she said in one of the chats, went, oh, this is a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. Like,
yes.
It was...
Yeah, it is. I mean, they're very different beasts. But and again, everyone's volunteering. Everyone's got real lives and a lot of stuff going on.
Wikis look a lot more complicated, because I sort of see some see the sort of dev chat for that. And wikis are a lot more complicated than I gave them credit for, because I assume they were just, what you know from Wikipedia is a page, you fill a page, but there's a lot more.
They can be. They can be.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can be easier. They can be easier, but just not this one. So we need to keep it up, make sure everyone's everyone gets what they're coming for, and then small incremental improvements.
Okay. My next question for you guys, and for chat as well, feel free to chime in. We've had the 8.2.1 update with sort of an incremental increase on the 8.2.0. We've got the new, because we spoke about this last week, me, Stars, and Auto, and Big as well, about what we thought, but we haven't sort of asked you guys on stream about it. How do you feel about the new update? Bear in mind, we've now got the UI mode for your flashy screenshots, so you can park or wherever you want. We've got the and especially now with the objective event breakdown, all silliness aside with how it is, what guys, I'll ask you guys, what do you think about this sort of new mode that's coming in, and how do you feel it sort of shapes up to be an addition to timelines? Genos.
I will let my learned colleague go first.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I think the update overall, I think the intentions were good. I think the being able to remove the UI and see your ship flying around in the different areas and the different settings is cool. I'm sure it was
all the clicks.
All the clicks.
We just remove them. Who needs it?
The UI is gone, so you can just see your ship. You can't do anything. But then when you want to do something, there are additional clicks. Which honestly, I don't care that much. But I know there are a lot of players that it's like, oh, this is a pain point. Like you took a pain point and then you just moved the pain point to a different pain point. Like you're hitting me in the head with a hammer, and now you're actually bashing me in the leg with a crowbar instead. Pain is just different and somewhere else.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that's.
Improvements and some not so much.
Yeah, same here. I mean, taking it out of timelines, doing UI design, the customer wants less clicks. We're adding clicks. This is what the customer. So this is user and interface, and we're taking. No UI mode. It's cool. You could cause it with a glitch anyway. If you click the right thing every time, you could cause it with a glitch. So it was, we've sort of put a button on top of that glitch and went, oh yay! You could always just it's meant to be happening. We'll cause a glitch that we didn't know was there, and let's productize that.
They weaponized the glitch.
Exactly. Exactly. Sorry, I'm gonna sit up straight because I do have my note.
Yeah. Good posture. Everyone sit straight. Not lunch. Yeah.
So, I mean, other than that, it is more clicks. I forget where stuff is. I'm sure we'll all learn over time. But I mean, really improving the UI, like cadet challenges. I want to do the same five.
Speaking of pain points, that is one of the ones that people have addressed specifically. Yeah.
It's so I used to go click. Now I click up here, go in here, and now it does go back into the cadet challenge every time, which is something it didn't do before. But if we've all done these 10 million times, just give us a warp. Just give us a button that says warp this one 6 times.
Yeah.
Because it's a Friday, right? So today's a Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Does anyone do anything other than get the security codes, the 2-star security codes?
And covert contacts as well, those ones. But there's those two.
Yeah. So you pick that. I want this 6 times. Done. Boom. Done. Yeah. It's not saving. It's not reducing the overall time a user plays the game. It's just they're just doing this in their. I mean, I literally do this with my eyes half closed half the time, or I do it in work on my other laptop here while I'm talking on a conference call. I go click, 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 and it doesn't help.
No. I think it's definitely changed the way I do my dailies. Like, it's very strange because, like you say before, I would do one thing. I'd do my scan, click off the daily. I'd go and open my portal packs, go click on my daily, do my faction shots. Now I'm like, I want to interact with that menu as little as possible. So I'm going to memorize my dailies now. So I'm doing my scan. I go right to left. So I go open a pack somewhere. I go and do my arena stuff. Then I'll go do my factions, do my scan, go and level up some crew, and then I'll do it. So I don't have to interact as much with that menu as possible. So when I go in there, I'm actually going click, click, interacting, and just clicking them all done. And then moving on from there, because it's now more work for me to do something, click, click, and do, or click or tap, however you want to address it. I think we just call it clicks.
It shouldn't be the thing you hate the least. I mean, you shouldn't be driving it by, I hate this thing, I'm going to do that. It should be, I'm really enjoying this game I'm playing.
I have to ask.
Give them credit.
Yeah, go on.
That's right. No, I'll give them credit because the issue was you couldn't get directly from the campaign from the daily missions, and now with 8.2.1, now you can go right to campaigns.
Yeah.
Before that, you had to back out and go back in, but I guess they fixed that pretty quick.
That was one change they did, was changing the sort of the daily missions button to a menu, and actually that's one of the things I actually don't mind so much. Like, you can get to the campaigns from various directions, so I thought I was going to hate that, but it's actually it's fine. In practice, I don't mind it. I have to ask, Janos, that's quite a mug you are drinking from there.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you missed this before. This is cool, literally.
It's a frozen mug, so like there's gel inside here.
In the freezer? Yeah.
Has been in the freezer. I've got 4 of these, and let me show you what I'm currently drinking, and then maybe we'll let the chat pick the next one. Currently drinking Tropical Salty Lady.
Currently drinking a Tropical Salty Lady. Don't ask me her name.
I am. And the other 2 I have, and these are both from Martin House Brewing Company in Fort Worth, Texas. So I have Golden Eyes.
Nice.
And I've now just summoned all of our Bond fans, which is a Belgian-style wheat beer with orange. And then I also have a very Texan-sounding beer. It is Twangarang, and it says with twang, which I've never heard of, but there's a little R next to it, so I guess that's a brand, which is a mango chili sour. This is 6.5% ABV, so...
Nice. Apparently,
the other one's 5.2 and 5.2. So yeah, maybe I won't do the... If you want to put that in a poll, either the Twangarang or the Golden Eyes.
I promise we'll get back to the show in a minute, but I was just curious. Since 1986, the Twang family have been working to add dash of fun to your favourite food and drink. It's a type of like premium salt and sugar and seasoning, apparently. That's what Twang is. So go on, let's do a poll for Janos's next beer. So what were the beer choices?
Twangarang, there's just the 2. Twangarang with twang.
Twang.
And Golden Eyes.
Orang with twang. Or Golden Eyes. So I shall pop a 5-minute poll in the chat now to decide Janos's next beer. It is right there. Go vote, people. Yes, so just from the chat, Racing says, personally, I don't mind the extra clicks with the new UI. And as Janos said, the fact that you can go straight for your dailies to the campaign is so useful. So yeah, there are improvements. I think it's one of those things we will probably get used to over time, but I think it has changed. I think it we are of the generation where change is hard. It's like, I don't want to do things differently, but there are, like you say, Dan, like UI, there are a few UI faults there that don't quite make sense.
There's a few things that don't make sense, but I mean, overall, it's it's just changed a few things. It's not that bad. If it introduces new annoyances, then it's bad. It's not really, it's just moving stuff around.
Changing the location of the cadet button is definitely a change.
When they did Manifest, when they moved the shipyard over inventory, and everyone's like, I keep going up to the corner to get to my ship, and it's over here now.
Yeah, that didn't bug me at all.
We're used to that now. Yeah, we're used to that now.
Why move cadets and not move arena?
Yeah, that's an odd one.
Maybe they have something planned with arena that they don't want to move yet, or maybe they only have so much dev resources and time, and they're still working on the voyage bug, right?
The button mover was moving the buttons, the other buttons.
You don't have the voyages on the main screen as well, so that's an improvement.
That is good.
That is good. Even if the ships aren't
is there another screen now?
It's just like the ship's here, and like just bobbing along.
Yeah. Is there another screen now? I don't remember if there's another screen.
No.
There's the main screen and...
Yeah, is there a map? Yeah.
that other thing I finished years ago.
Okay. Well, I imagine you'll see it a bit more because with the objective events, from what we saw for completing objectives or events, blah, blah, blah.
They've had objectives in some way.
Yes. It looks like you'll be going into that more with that. I want to, from the brief demo we saw on that video, I just want to get your guys' thoughts on it, because it looks like, in my head, I'm looking at this thinking, isn't this just a sort of timed campaign, a bit more of a sort of...
It is, but I mean, that was my point with the other map. We don't use it anymore. Nobody in the chat uses the galaxy map now, especially because you don't see it because you don't go there for voyages. So if it makes us use the galaxy map and do stuff there, I'm happy with it, and gives us stuff. You know, we've seen the video, we haven't seen it play, so
exactly, yeah. It'd be interesting to see what those upper thresholds, because they're kind of looking at those earlier ones. It looked very sort of familiar to an event structure, which was, 2-star crew at the start, a few crons, a few trainers here and there, and a couple of items. I wonder what they're going to put at sort of the top end of that event, whether that's going to be a gold crew or there's going to be the sort of similar kind of get your 3 stars on this crew. I wonder what they're actually going to reward for is going to be interesting. But it being, how do you guys think about it being midweek?
Gives you something to do midweek.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm just really busy at the moment, so I don't know what I'm going to do it, to be honest. But I mean, I didn't do this event because I was working all weekend, so you know, it's good if it's an added extra. If it's something that you're going to really miss out on, so you gotta sort of try and cram it into 10 minutes in your break, then it's just an added bit of stress, and it should be a game. But other than that, yeah, it's I think it's good.
Which makes me wonder why they didn't. Yeah, sorry, go on.
The idea is it's supposed to, replace the temporary achievements. So I mean, and the stuff that they always had in temporary achievements is stuff you were doing anyways for your dailies, except maybe a little bit extra. But now there seems to be like a chain, like you do this, and then you get this crew, and then you level this crew, and then you send that crew on a shuttle or something. So it's stuff that you should be doing anyways for your dailies, but now they're making it a little bit more deliberate in how you do it. So
yeah,
I think I don't think it's going to be anything out of the ordinary. Just they're going to make you be a little bit more deliberate with what actions you take to complete those dailies. That's what I think.
I think so. Yeah,
I think it'd be interesting. I'd be like the sort of the mini event we had. It's got to be probably a year and a bit ago now, which was, I think that event people went nuts for because it was a very strange, just midweek event. I think the first sort of proper objective event will be a bit of a blitzkrieg, and I think after that, if they start doing them more regularly, it'll start slowing down. And Genos, your next beer is Golden Eyes.
Golden Eyes.
Yeah. You've got to succumb to the Bond fans in the chat.
I will. Do I get Famke Janssen?
Most Irish Bond.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
We shall summon Kamala for you.
Please, the 5-star or 2-star version, or both?
2-star with airlock.
I'll go up there airlock with her.
Other fixes that were outlined that didn't come in straight away, because I noticed iOS was sort of slightly behind, but the get menu, for those that don't know what the get menu is, that's the one where you when you're building items and you get the choice of which mission to run. There is no longer the bugged missions there, which you keep pulling on and they don't give you the one. Instead, finally, I know quite a few people that have gone, I'm not getting the reward, it's at the top of the page. I'm like, the top isn't always the best and they're bugged, but yeah, that's gone. Thank God, and they've now put in, you can now get this in the faction store for 200 dilithium. No. But at least that's there. At least they put up saying it's 50 credits today, and that's a little useful thing if you especially need the holo program, but you can't be asked trawling through the faction store, or you just don't know, because there's all sorts of stuff in the faction store, which is overpriced, but whatever.
As a newer player, I think that's going to be nice when you don't have a huge stockpile of faction items. Sometimes you want to spend a little bit of merits or, a bunch of credits so you can
definitely
for that.
Before you discover tanking anyway, and then what do you do anyway?
Yeah.
Which, speaking of WG, if you're watching, please, for God's sake, give us a Section 31 event that we can win. I really need some holo programs. Finally, they've actually introduced, this wasn't documented, which is really weird, but they introduced a 4x speed to the Gauntlet in the similar manner to Arena, which I don't know why they didn't. Did they mention it? I don't think they have anywhere. But it was someone just remarked, went, "Oh, yeah, hey, it's here." I was like, "Hang on, that's awesome."
That's a really good thing. Yeah, it's like we're not adding extra clicks; we're removing clicks.
Yeah, removing time wasted.
I think things would have been a little bit more, a more positive reaction. But now it's just like, hey, I just discovered this. What about the people that don't really play Gauntlet because it's it's stupid?
Well, they're the clever ones.
Or because it ends at 1 a.m. European time, and nobody's ever going to win, so they don't bother.
They could just move that back 2 hours, and I would.
Or just have 2 different gauntlets that end different times, or 3 different gauntlets that end different times, because customers are on a globe-shaped thing. Anyway,
is this the first time ever in the history of the world that something has been negative towards Europe?
Yeah, no. Pretty much cinema releases everything.
I don't know. We get all the Marvel films early. That's quite nice. We usually get them about 3 or 4 days early.
Yeah.
We do the entire history of the world, anything negative towards Europe. And let me tell you about the country I come from that just voted for fucking Brexit. Anyway, no politics.
Right, just colonize something.
Yeah, yes. I'm just going to go, let's go take over something else. Okay, let's talk about this week's, not this week's event. We've done the. I always question, this is so complicated. I've got this wrong so many times. Next week's event.
I'll never get it right.
No, it's a mind. Even though it's like a week's different, it is still a mindfuck. But next week's event, which is, and let's not talk about the Tuesday pack just yet. Next week's event, which is in fact a hybrid hybrid faction skirmish, which we haven't seen since 2020. And what is going on with my chat on screen? Jesus, there's 2 of them. There we go. Yes, you can.
I just saw that too.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Yes, Racquetball O'Brien, the O'Brien variant no one was really expecting from the game, is now here with Eng Dipsec, and is also the number 11 Voyager. Someone at Wicked Realm Games loves O'Brien recently. Damn, that must make you very happy. For I think you subscribe to Gold's.
Absolutely. Hang on. Oh no, falling rabbit. Warning. There we go. There we go. Yes, absolutely.
I think if Cole's watching, he will subscribe to your theory of always take the Irishman.
Always take the Irishman. Yes.
I will defer to let Dam talk about O'Brien first.
I'm surprised. Just the episode. It's just like I'm playing racquetball and I'm really tired. I mean, that's the it's like
that's his whole thing is he just gets really hyper competitive with Bashir, doesn't he?
yeah, and it's just. I mean, I know it's not in any of the canon, but I want the sound clip for this to be Jesus. He's just like. It just looks like I really don't want to be here and I'm just tired. But then he's a super Voyager along with Scapegoat. It's all coming up O'Brien at the moment. It's Wicked Realm have not seen the the showrunner notes of O'Brien Must Suffer, because it's the opposite. It's payback.
Yeah. But doesn't Bashir lets him win, doesn't he? And O'Brien's just like, don't give me that shit. Like, play properly or don't play at all. But yeah, number 11 Voyager, which I think sort of came out of left field, really, because this is, I don't know, this must lead into some sort of, because if we go with the theory that megas start on the start of every month, this must lead into a rerun. So we must be going into some sort of athlete style thing, I would believe. Dan, what do you think about? Would you? Sorry, Dan. We've spoken to you enough. Genos, what do you think about? What do you think about this crew? And what do you specifically think about the faction skirmish event? Because what would be your strategy for approaching this event? Because we don't see it often. It's always a bit of a weird one.
Let me channel Otto for a second here. Chief O'Brien is strongly determined to beat Dr. Bashir at racquetball.
There you go. Flavor text.
How
would you tier that flavor text?
2 for sure.
2. Oh wow. High.
Yes, but I first of all I love this O'Brien. Even though he doesn't have any current collections, he is. I can see him picking up Duelist or Athlete certainly.
I was speaking to someone
So,
about Duelists
Duelists.
today, yeah, because I was saying, someone was saying, "Oh, Duelists will never make a collection." I'm like, "There's 80." Like, didn't realize myself. Looked up how many were. There's like 84 Duelists. I'm like, "Yeah, that's enough."
Not that many.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not that many. I mean, they just threw resourceful out there. There's like 8,700 resourceful crew. Yeah,
says
as far
best
as
knee since Luau Q. That is true. His turn of knee is
fantastic.
better.
I think I'm going to treat the faction skirmish the same way that I would treat a faction galaxy, in that I'm going to try to get, the same amount of VP that I would from the faction. Just send 4 shuttles, probably no tokens. Probably send, maybe use some time boost, but no tokens. Send overnights, and then do dirty shuttles on Saturday.
Yes. Do we still do dirty shuttles for this one?
Ooh,
Do you remember?
that's interesting.
Certainly can, but if you start the skirmish part on Saturday afternoon here in the U.S., then your dirties are dead. I don't have as much time on Saturday and Sunday. I have some time on Monday morning to do skirmish, so I think I'm going to have to try to make up some room there. I'm hoping to get 1 copy. If I can get 2, that would be great. But he's not going to be in the portal for a very long time, and I can picture next honor sale sites going on him. I can picture my campaign sites for the next few months going on him. I think that's going to be my strategy, is try to find a way to get 1 copy, maybe 2, and then either slowly site him up or site him up all at once with honor sale sites. We seem to be getting 1 every quarter, and the quarter is nigh. Christmas is nigh, and Convergence Day is nigh. Everything is nigh.
I mean, he is. I'm just sort of delving into the spreadsheets right now, and once they load, hang on.
Yeah, he did. I mean,
yeah, go on.
Yeah, I think I mean everyone's going to have to go for him. You're going to have to push. This is going to be super competitive, and it is going to be whether you do, whether you can spend the time after the shuttles to just do skirmish as long as you possibly can.
It weighs up. I mean, I know you guys have laughed at me before because I've spent boosts in a faction part and gone sort of slightly easier on the galaxy. Fine. Would you, and like you say with Genos, if it's what you've got time for, would you push more in the faction? And chat, let me know what you think as well. Like, how would you approach a faction skirmish, and how, because it's such an unusual event, we don't really have a strategy for it like we do a pure galaxy or like the traditional hybrid. Evans just says, I'll just run what is going when the phase ends, probably lose more points by lost time sorting them out. Yeah, that's a strategy, definitely, But looking at his skill set, I mean, he is in, Dipsec Eng is not a well-populated skill set. Your number 1 there is obviously Scapegoat O'Brien. So you've got 2 O'Briens at the top, followed by Ishan Shea Cisco and Ephraim and Dot. So, this is quite a rare-ish combination of skills. I think this is, like you say, Jonas, you got to go for him. Like, this is one of those events where I think will be, if people have the right frame of mind and been looking at it properly, will be quite thirsty for, definitely.
Yeah. Who are you most likely to have in this triplet? Is Cisco's older and he's in the portal. He's still like in the 40s as far as his voyage rank, and he you can CR him. So not a lot of people have Scapegoat. Not a lot of people have whaled it up to the point where they can have him. No. Ephraim and Dot was a Tuesday. Not a lot of people have them. So. I mean, below that, what do you got? Saboteur Garrick.
You've got Condition LaForge, Claymore Scotty, Saboteur Garrick, Young Anya, and then it's just trash. It's O'Kona, Lily Sloan, Tempted Data, Portal 63. Like, this is not a.
You need him. You need a copy of him. You need to cite him up. I mean,
this is if
he's.
I would say even if you've got Scapegoat as well, this is a good complement to Scapegoat as well. Scapegoat is a dip start. This guy's an engineering start. Like, he's still voyage rank 11, which is, I think, just about teetering on that kind of upward bend of later losers.
Later losers.
The later losers, yeah.
Love it when they throw a later losers Voyager in there. It makes me happy. It's sad when a later loser's Voyager pushes off somebody in the triplet that you enjoyed using. Like, I know that if I get him and cite him up, Saboteur Garrick isn't going to make any more voyages, and he was one of the first crew that I retrieved when Crew Retrieval came up, and I cited him up. So I'll be sad to see him go, but maybe we'll get some Garrick events.
I think the biggest sort of person that be pushed down is Ishanche Cisco, because he has the exact same. Oh yeah, GoldenEye's very nice. He has the exact same set, so there's not a lot of power between them. That looks just like about 75 points, which means you probably still use them. But if you are still using, say, Tempted Data, upgrade from Tempted Data to a Racquetball O'Brien, definitely. Moving on, let's have a quick chat about the Tuesday pack. And they've named this so weird because you've got JG Palmer, you've got JG Martinez. This one is LTJG Sam Lavelle. Like, the naming convention is... I'm kind of hoping they'll fix that because it's very jarring. But yes, Sam Lavelle from the episode Lower Decks. Now, when I said I wanted Lower Decks crew WRG, this wasn't quite what I meant, although this is still a very good episode for those that haven't watched it. I think it's season 6 or 7. Oh gosh, I may have to memory alpha this one for the Lower Decks episode of TNG. It was quite late on. It was.
Gamer says this is the event reward, not the Tuesday.
Sorry, yes, you are right. This is the event reward. I misspoke.
Yeah, I was looking at the Tuesdays going, are my Tuesdays wrong?
Sorry, I misspoke. This is, in fact, the event reward for the same event.
Maybe auto. This is a run-on sentence, so I'm going to tier this very low. Lavelle was career-oriented and driven and most wanted a promotion. So 3, extra ands makes it
too many ands, definitely.
Yeah, too many ands. So that's going to be like a tier 7 or 8.
Definitely low. Yeah. What Koenig says, his flavor text is basically Boimler. This character is actually, now he's mentioned that, he's very Boimler of this episode. But yes, it was season 7, kind of focused on him, and one of my other favorite characters from that episode was Sito Jaxa, who we've got criminally not enough variants for. We only have the one cadet, which we could have Mokbara Jaxa, we could have,
Terrorist Jaxa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrorist Jaxa?
The art is good though. The art is
Very
suitably
good.
The art is really good. This is good artist.
Yeah.
This is
this isn't Yellow Crew.
This is not Yellow Crew. This is not Agent Orange. I like Agent Orange for the artist for this, for the other side. I think that's a credit to Skycap on that one. But yeah, this art's really good. It's even the shading is great. The lighting is great.
He's sort of underlit, isn't he? So you kind of get... It's almost like if you didn't know the character, you think, this guy looks a bit menacing, honestly. He's like some sort of... Maybe he's the villain of the piece, but actually, no, he's just a bit of a goof.
He's just,
He's 100% a goof. He is Boimler before Boimler.
Lighting is everything.
Spoken to by the disembodied voice of Damn.
Yes.
Did you just get
skull.
some smart lights, did you?
Ignore the skull. I didn't. I've had these for ages.
Oh, right.
I've had these for ages.
They're pretty cool. What's on the next to your skull over there? What kind of ship is that? I'm just curious.
Which skull?
Yeah.
Oh, that is. Oh, that's a classic. A classic Enterprise A.
Oh,
awesome.
yes.
Thank you. Sorry to derail, but I just noticed it.
Never apologize asking about ships. There we go. Put it back before I break it. Now I'm gonna break it. No, I'm not.
Is there any way we can get Dan to talk about cheese after we segue from Lavelle?
I think we have to. I think it's been very requested.
Have we had a request on this?
Someone asked, I think it's Skycap asked, how many hair flips does it take to get down to talk about cheese? And maybe we'll, if you contribute a shout out, we'll do it.
Yeah. The debris was everywhere. Okay.
In terms of actual card use, this is another super rare for super rare's sake. He has no collections. You're probably not going to use him as a Voyager. He's middle of the road. He's just here for the card to say, yeah, I got Lavelle. This is kind of what I want a super in the late stage game. This is kind of what you want a super rare card to be. Is just someone that's just embodies the art and is it appropriately ranked, so you can kind of go, yeah, I got Lavelle, I enjoyed leveling him, and off to the freezer because you're not going to get any more events.
Yeah.
I think what we really want a Purple to be at this stage of the event, or at this stage of the game, is to have some sort of collection, and there's a little none there. I mean, he's other than HFS, he's got Desperate and Gambler. Desperate's huge, but Gambler could be a fun collection to get. We're also not going to get, copies of him because it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid, but not including any Galaxy portion. So he is going to sit in my crew quarters until the portal updates. Until I pick another copy of him. He'll sit there 3 out of 4 fully equipped. I'm not gonna pull packs. I don't think. So he's just gonna sit there.
How about you, Dan?
Who's he in a pack with? Is the question.
Whoever's in the will be with Lee Nallis and
Time Loop Mud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So everyone's
you can bring out your skillet Mud.
Hey.
Yeah, everyone's got that mud frozen. Is Lee Nallis probably is Lee Nallis worth taking the shot at getting Lavelle?
Oh yes, congratulations, Gornophobe. I believe you got Lee Nallis at first to max. I think I saw that story.
Oh, yes.
You saw them in the Darbo, and you went, "Is it worth it?" And did it. So congratulations. This has been an all-round good week for Gornophobe. Which
Run the wheel.
I don't approve for your, discrimination against Gorns, but there you go. You can't help it. It's a medical condition. Congratulations.
You've seen a Gorn? They're scary. You should be afraid of Gorn. You've seen one?
Throw rocks at them. It's the only answer.
This is Lavelle. I'm happy he's in the game. This is a great episode. I love this episode for how it resolves. There is no good ending to this episode. Like, he gets his... This is a very humbling moment for Sam Lavelle because he gets his promotion, and spoilers, at the expense of Sito's death, who, that was so tragic because you expect that she's going to come back and go, "Yes, sir, mission completed." It's like, nope, she died.
Nope.
She died doing her duty.
Died on her way back to her home planet.
Yeah, kind of, in a way, but in a less poochy kind of way. But it's a great episode. I really like that one. Moving on to an episode I am not actually that familiar with because I've not watched a lot of Voyager. The Tuesday pack this week is Jetlea, Super Rare Dip Engineering Sec in 2 collections in the Eugenics Wars, a quite hard collection to complete, and Original Thinking, a nigh impossible collection to complete. Guys, have either of you watched this episode? Because I remember nothing about it. You have. Genos, please.
So this apparently she contacts Voyager requesting asylum or something. She used to be Ensign Lindsay Ballard or something who died, and she got shot into space in a torpedo. Because that's what they do in Starfleet. And her race, which I think is Kobali or something, how they reproduce is they find corpses and essentially they inject their DNA into them and they turn them into Bali. But I guess she wanted to come back for some reason, and that's what I remember. But then she ends up going back anyways. But I think she was the love interest of Kim's.
Oh yeah, another resounding failure for Ensign Kim. Ensign resounding failure.
I think the Doctor manages to restore her human appearance through some sort of gene tampering her, but she has to take some sort of concoction or something. But then she decides to go back to her Bali family or something. Maybe we'll get the human version at some point, and then we'll have both Ballards.
A bucket full of Ballards. Go on, give us the flavor text then.
Oh, hang on. Shit. I was unprepared this time.
I can go with this. A crewmate long presumed dead who returned to Voyager, pursued by the aliens who revived her.
Ooh,
I mean,
it's pretty good.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's concise.
Yeah, it's better than
It's not a haiku.
It's not a haiku. It's not. Yes.
I mean,
it's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not the O'Brien is strongly determined to beat X is strongly determined to beat Y at thing.
Objective is determined to beat event.
Yes, protagonist would like to achieve goal.
But wait, there's
Yet Laya evokes feeling emotion in Kim.
Volcanic says, we still need Samantha Wildman. We really do. That was a great character. And a young Naomi. Now they've kind of opened the doors to Suspiria and sort of essentially Molly O'Brien in the arms of Midwife Worf. We could do with a good Naomi Wildman as well. I think there's room for that. Legendary Voyager #1, maybe, just to piss everyone off. In terms of the actual card, I think the main reason everyone's looking at this is the Eugenics Wars. Tough collection. Kind of that would be the like any Tuesday purple crew. You look at it and kind of go, are they a collection? Should I bother? Will they potentially be a collection in the future, or are they trash? Like, there is no Tuesday crew that's probably not going to. This happened with the Hansons and with the agents, Dulmer and Luxley. They became more useful after the fact, and she is useful now. So, guys, I pulled a Tuesday. I got her in 2 packs. Did you guys? Though, if you're looking at the Eugenics collection, did you guys pull on it for her at all?
I did not. I'm currently using my Dill for Q speed ups daily, just because I think that's the most efficient use of Dill at this point. I can get a new targeted gold crew every 9 days, as opposed to throwing 650 Dill into a wasteland and not getting what I want.
Yeah,
so
pretty
no.
much. I'm the same. Dill speed and get my retrievals. I believe I have the next 36 retrievals planned, so that's where I am. I'm up to 36. I have all of the polls, all good. So
nice.
That's me.
Poll in chat at the moment. Are you doing quantum speed ups? Yes or no? Like I say, I am as well. Actually, kind of works out once you get the daily dilithium out and you spend it, and you realise actually you're getting a gold crew every 8-9 days essentially, as opposed to every 14 days. And that, like you said, a lot. I think you guys laugh at me because I do some stupid things with 490 packs, and I do because it's fun. But I think it was No Name Namer sort of put up and said,
amongst other reasons.
Yes. No Name sort of took me back and went, so you spent this much dilithium pulling these 3 golds. I think it was the Harry Mudd one. And you realise you could have got like about 6 months worth of Q retrievals or something like that, and I kind of put it on perspective and went, actually, yeah, I could have. So that kind of turned my head towards Q speed ups. It depends. I mean, for VIP 0 players, obviously it's not an option. You've your only dilithium you're getting is if you rank in events, so it's a bit harder equation. But for those that are doing, let me know. So yeah, have a vote in the poll. The chat is up there. Speaking of,
if I can,
yeah, go on. Please.
So I do have a VIP 0 alt as well, so I can take it from that perspective. Okay. Once I spent pretty much all the Dill I had saved up on slots during the last sale, and now all the Dill that I get is going towards speed ups at this point because, I mean, there's plenty of purples out there that are just garbage. I'll take this off and put these back on.
Everyone's changing glasses.
I even have extras just in case.
Oh, nice.
I have like these glasses, and then I have like lots of sunglasses. I'm the Jack O'Neill of timeline stocks.
God, I haven't worn these ones since last week.
Yeah,
actually.
I can't see shit. It's okay. It's all good. We're good. We're back.
You should clean those. But yeah, I on my VIP 0 alt, I'm using it on speed ups as well, even if it saves me a couple extra days. Yeah. Honestly, I don't mind airlocking 1 out of 4s that I'm getting that only have like one collection that I grab on voyages. So I'd rather get my gold slightly faster from retrieval.
Yeah,
I can see why people might want just slots.
Yeah,
VIP 0.
It works for whichever way you look at it. For VIP 0, obviously you've got different priorities. But for those, if you've at least got the monthly card, we're not going to use the whale word there, but it's useful to the retrieval, because what else you can use that dilithium on? You're not going to use it on the faction store, are you, really? Speaking of retrieval, there have been a couple of new... We don't usually talk about the deals, but there have been a couple of new ones which are sort of out of the norm. And I'll just pull, which I believe is this one. I'll pull this one up first. This is the lesser deal, which is just literally called Retrieve, which is 15 million credits, so that's 3 gold retrievals if you're clever, and 7,500 dilithium, which is a lot of speed ups if you're looking at that. And that is UK, that's about £23, or I believe $25, something like that.
25, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to do the whole good deal, bad deal here, like we did with Stella a few times. Like, good deal or bad deal for you, because this is approaching it, because Ben came on the show and he said, we're not going to sell Quantum. Like, they're not going to offer that as a deal at this time. You know, he said, like, that's not part of our plan, which we'll take his word for. So, like, this is kind of the next best thing you can do. Essentially, what they're doing here is they're selling you retrievals and they're selling you speed ups. But would you say good deal, bad deal? Chat, good deal, bad deal?
Want to go ahead, Dan?
So, looking at this from 2 perspectives, my main and my alt. My alt is at the moment VIP 0. This could tip the balance, and because I hate the just not having a warp 10. So this could tip the balance of my alt to say.
Oh, I put the wrong deal up. Apparently, sorry. That was not the right deal.
I can see it. Well, I'm looking at the right deal. So I'm looking at the right deal. So
I guess I should look at it.
That's what happens when you use your art leaks instead of the actual files. There we go. Sorry, the actual deal is 7 million credits and 3,000 dilithium for 7 million. Sorry, 7 million credits and 3,000 dilithium. Not sorry, 421 to 25, your local currency.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go for it because I've got plenty, but I don't. It depends on where you are in the game. A new player or a reasonably, like, my alt is like, it's got a couple of golds, a lot of less than 10 immortalized characters. If I was at that stage of the game, this would be worth going for because it would get you retrievals, and it would jump you months ahead. Even if you're mid-game, it's not bad, but for probably most of the people in chat, you've got more money than you know what to do with, as in more credits. I don't think it's worth it. Not for that. Not for me.
Yeah, no. So same here. Like you say, like, if you're, it's got to be a different scenario playing the game new now and having that retrieval option open and kind of going, right, we've now got the market and got the retrieval and I know how to use it, and you can just kind of go, I'll have who I want, and for a price of, like, if you're already in that kind of, I'm going to escalate up the VIP ladders, obviously we are never saying spend money on this game because that's always a mistake,
but thanks to Genis, I am now on. So my alt is almost at Immortalized Fury Kez, which, when I was at that stage in the real game, I almost had an Immortalized Shinzon.
Yeah.
Woo!
My first immortal.
Wow.
I mean,
listeners, Sky,
I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting for the abuse. I'm waiting.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad you asked us about that, because for a new player coming in with retrieval, Fury Kess is definitely, like, she is the franchise quarterback for a brand new player. And I'm not going to belabor the point because we talked about this so many times, but she hits Voyages, she hits Gauntlet, she hits Arena. If you're a new player listening right now, or you're starting an alt, spend your first 5 retrievals on Fury Kess. At least your first 1.
It's not bad.
I listened, and the voice in the wilderness came, and I listened. So
are you guys starting a cult or something? Is this like
timeline Scientology? The cult of Genos. Listen, always listen.
Yes. Okay,
you could do worse than
you're looking.
You could do worse than Genos.
It's a bad deal. This is a bad deal.
It's Sophie's choice. No, it's not. It's not a Sophie's choice. It's not. Just no.
All right, let's have a look at the other deal that's being offered this week as well, which is a bit more expensive, which is, my currency is $44.99. I imagine this scales up to somewhere about 52. 25 million credits and a citation. And this one's a bit of a harder sell, because if credits aren't... I know some people, they sort of go out there and we say, I struggle with credits, especially if you're leveling crew. But you don't need that much at one time. Like, 5 million isn't that 5 million credits to get the retrieval isn't that hard to get, really. Like, if you're good on your your Saturdays, if you don't level up crew every day, if you idle them, as it were, if you play enough skirmish, you'll get that. You'll get enough credits to keep you going. The citation is not worth that much money. Like, bearing in mind they'll offer I think even an LTO is better value. Like, to get an extra crew and a site and the items you need to get to 80. This is a real bad deal. I say we wouldn't really usually talk about them, but because they've actually introduced this kind of a new marketing thing, I thought, it's just, apart from the usual sort of dilithium and packs, I thought was worth mentioning. Chat.
3 words.
Go on.
Steal, kick, and man.
The Sharpbond says the infamous Bad Shepherd episode of Trek where Captain Arnold doesn't want any crew to level up or improve. Yes, I am Janeway. That's like the anti-lower decks, isn't it? Oh dear.
Yeah, this is the Harry Kim of offers.
Definitely. Look, guys, we've sped through. Oh, I don't need to do that. Hang on, we've sped through. Sped through the show. Like you guys don't ramble half as much as Stars and Auto do, but
sorry, I apologize.
No, it's fine. It's refreshing. I
apologize for not rambling and waffling. Sorry, Joey. We're just going to talk over you now. Just continue. There we go. See, we can do it.
I have a quick topic,
Go on.
And it's not in the show notes, but I know that the first time I came on, which I think was maybe last December, we talked about Nightmare Mode, which you had talked about before, but before I came on. So I have won Nightmare Mode.
You have won it. Okay.
I've won. I got all the grays, all the greens, all the blues. So now it's just a regular alt.
You've completed vanilla Nightmare Mode.
Yes, normal, classic Nightmare Mode.
Okay.
But I want to mention that for those people who are playing Nightmare Mode, I know there's some people in the VIP Zero fleet, and I know there are some other people that have done Nightmare alts. There is a special channel just for Nightmare Mode discussion in the Discord. And I know you started your Nightmare Mode back up after a hiatus. How's that going, Idle?
Yeah, as you know, I've taken it to new extremes. Because you sort of did the basics of like, I'm only gonna level greys while I have greys, but I can collect the other crew. And I've always kind of gone the rhetoric of, I'm gonna make this a bit hard, a bit more challenging. I'm only gonna have greys. I'm gonna airlock everyone else so I can just keep it fresh. And I've kept that. And I'm now on blues. I've only got blues in my roster. But I started thinking about where I can take it from there, because I want to add to the masochism. I don't want to just have another alt. Like I've had an alt. I've got another alt with like some pretty good crew on it, and I kind of dropped it because I might as well have just had another main account that was not paying. But looking at what I can make it harder, like, I've started thinking of like, right, I'm gonna go straight from blues to golds, because you're not gonna collect every purple. That's not a nightmare. That is just insane.
No.
You can't do that. But I thought, like, well, what can I do to make this interesting? I thought, well, hang on, if I get because I'm going to be starting from fresh. I'm going to have no golds. I'm going to have not even the sort of the on-haul crew or anything like that. I'm going to say, right, I'm going to get a behold. First behold I get, I'm going to pick the worst option. I'm going to pick sort of like the Nyota Uhura, the JG Palmer, and just kind of... And it comes to the extension of why you started Nightmare Mode and why we kind of sort of expressed an interest to do it, was to get use out of those crew that we never used. Like we were talking about the grey crew, like we never used them. So this kind of looks at some of those tier 10, tier 9 crew and kind of go like, well, I'm going to use them. But to be honest, going from blues to those crap golds would be like, holy moly, these guys are awesome. And it has felt really good. And it must have been for you as well. Going from sort of like, even going from greys and then starting on the uncommon crew, the greens, and going, holy Christ, these guys are powerhouses. I complete loads more missions and I can do these lengthy voyages. And it feels good. Like, it's weird. Like, if I was starting a new game, that's kind of how I would do it. But
how are you going to determine who's the worst gold in a beholder? Are you going to use cab ratings or the old Big Book or Big Book 2.0?
A little bit of intuition, but it'll be. I think I'll put it out there. Like I can imagine
you can't pick Palmer because he's your best crew in your mind.
Well,
you can't pick Palmer ever.
That's true. Maybe I should abstain from JG Palmer, but I think it will be. It should be fairly obvious with most Behold who is the worst choice, but I think I will put up for
post it.
Yeah,
just post it and go and go. What should I take? And the people who go no, don't take. Bingo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Worst choice. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Do the whatever the data core says. I don't.
You want to know who was my first gold that I immortalized on my nightmare mode once I won and got all the blues done? You'll never guess. Nomad.
Was it?
I had ended up getting Nomad a bunch of times
wow.
in Behold somehow, and then I had gotten this was before the GMC. I was actually retrieving golds and then sticking them on the bench for later. I just ended up somehow with the right pole stars to get Nomad a whole bunch of times. This was before the crew retrieval was live, but the marketplace wasn't live yet, so you could only use the ones you had. So Nomad was my first immortal golden. You say Shinzon, damn, and mine's friggin' Nomad, best probe in the game.
I am excited to see what the first gold I'll get on this, because obviously I've pulled packs and I've got golds, and it's just like, nope, out the airlock, which I post every time because I know, especially big on our chats.
It triggers us.
It does. And I was like, yeah, they're gone. Mirror Jean-Luc Picard now is gone. I'll take Max and airlock him. It's gone. Like, I have got to be rigid with this because otherwise it's not playing for the game. But I am now in that position. Like, I've still got a long way to go. I've still got like 50 odd blue crew to immortalize. I think most of them I've got on all 2 or 3 stars on now. But
you retrieve them. Retrieve blues.
I have been retrieving blues. And you know what? 800 ISM for a blue crew is pretty good. Yes.
Oh,
you're causing damn physical harm.
800 quantum, sorry. 800 quantum. 500 quantum to retrieve.
No. And I'm muting.
There's people selling rare pole stars, which is brilliant. It's fantastic for this nightmare mode. You know, it's
everyone is selling rare pole stars because nobody wants them.
Oh, I'm just airlocking.
There is a small niche market for rare pole stars, and it's people in the final stages of nightmare mode. Or if you need Lieutenant Booker or something.
There are dozens of you. No, actually.
No, there actually probably are dozens. Literally, there are probably just dozens.
No, there are like 5.
But yeah, anyone interested in nightmare mode, there's a post on the forums. There's also, we've got a chat open in the Timelines Tours Discord, which you can see in the chat there. Come and join us. It's an interesting experiment. No one should take it seriously, but yeah.
No, I'm gonna sideshow Bob that one.
My nightmare alt is in the VIP Zero fleet with former top tier guest Prime Lines and Timeline stock Stellar Ice. So want to give a shout out to Stellar Ice for taking my nightmare alt on when it couldn't do anything at all. Couldn't do dailies.
My nightmare is very graciously with the Space Junkies, which surprised the hell out of me because I was just like, "You guys are like an event crew." Like, yeah, come on in.
It's nice of them.
They relegated me to one of their lesser fleets, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm there. It's fine, but it still gets enough. Gets an ISN income, so I can, And I've also thought about retrievals when I get to the gold stages. Like, I'm thinking I can only cite and retrieve crew that I've got, or if I have a 5/5. I can only retrieve the worst option I possibly have available.
How can I suffer more?
Yeah, literally. It's
the literal version of like Timeline's pain sticks.
Exactly.
Getting hit with Timeline's pain sticks.
But the difference is, people always shudder and think, and I think, well, this isn't my main account. My main account is like very nicely polished, and I love it, and I put it on the shelf and dust it every day and make sure it's. But this one's the little scrappy one in the corner. I just go, yeah, go and have some fun. Go on, It's like.
This is the account that you pulled 490s for Skillet and Mud, right? The same account we're talking about.
Shireporn has a shout out. Playfleet shout out. He wants to shout out his fleet, Shireporn, for Steeler Nation is open to all nightmare with no daily requirements. So if you have
daily requirements, yes, absolutely. That's where my alt lives.
There you go. Yeah. So if you've got
Steeler Nation.
If you want a little runaway alt, or you got a nightmare mode account that you just want to throw somewhere, or want to just have a sort of casual experience with, go join the Steeler Nation by our good friend Shireporn.
And a shout out to Stu Golfer in the chat, who is doing a nightmare alt. So shout out to Stu Golfer from
there's a few people actually. That's the thing that surprised me, because I said we should start a nightmare chat in.
A nightmare fleet with no bonuses.
Oh, you can't even.
That's the thing. I've always played with the 10% bonus because I've always been in a fleet, but actually, maybe I'm not. Maybe.
No. I need to leave.
There we go. That's me. That's me done. I am done. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. But yes, no,
Yeah.
I am surprised by. We opened the Nightmare Road chat room in the Timeless Discord, and there's quite a few conversations going on there. So it's quite fun and fascinating. I'm really glad that people have picked it up. And thanks to you, Genos, for coming up with it. That was a good little idea. What will your next idea
I appreciate it.
Well, next one should be all whales. You can only buy crew with dilithium. You can't earn them.
My next idea is quit the game.
Right, yes. Just stop playing.
Flounce.
Flounce Fleet. I will say on a final note that and again calling out to Skycap on this one. Why is Shinzon not engineered?
That's a good question. Because
it would make him just a tiny little bit more useful. Like, I need a little bit. I can just.
Yeah.
Now here's one for you. I've got a quick question for you and chat to have a chat about while I go to the toilet. Auto has very much started a new trait audit thread. Is there any traits that you guys can think of, and chat as well, that you think are missing, that are misaligned? And one of the ones that got polled up, which you saw in our pre-roll video, was: does Lee Nalis need veteran? Please discuss. I shall be back soon.
Okay.
I'm leaving you in charge. Don't burn it down.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, dear God. I have no admin. I don't have any admin quality, so I can't do it. So go ahead. What do you think about Lee Nalis?
Okay, so I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna look him up on Memory Alpha. Lee Nalis. What did he do? What did he? So
he was a resistance leader.
The hero of the Bajoran resistance. And then we're gonna look him up on Datacore.
As the hero.
Yes, he has hero, but what else? I mean, does he have?
Let's see. What else does he have? I would do the traits bot in Discord if I had it.
Yeah, he's hero, inspiring, politician, survivalist, but not veteran. But yet he was the hero of the resistance. I think yes, absolutely. He died for their freedom. Yeah, he was. But yeah, I think. Yeah,
I think he should definitely be veteran as well. I mean, they gave Shakar. I think Shakar has veteran. The 4-skill, the 4-star version resistance Shakar. Isn't he a veteran as well?
Yes, I think he is. He is.
Shakar was pretty much the Lee Nalis replacement in the narrative, because they're like, oh, we're just going to kill off Lee Nalis because we need an emotional end to this arc with the circle, and then they're like, oh, we need another resistance leader and love interest for Kira. So here's Shakar. He's another resistance leader.
Yes,
let's give him veteran.
He's veteran. So yeah, but he's not hero.
Well, he wasn't very heroic, I guess. He just killed Cardassians.
Yeah, he was.
Lee Nalis killed that goal by mistake, like he was bathing in the river, and he shot him before the Cardassian could shoot him. So that means he's a hero, but not a veteran.
Yes, he was a soldier and a politician. He was a soldier and a politician, but maybe not.
Literally a veteran. Literally, a soldier is literally a veteran. Tomorrow is Veterans Day and Remembrance Day.
Yeah.
If you're a soldier, you're a veteran, and you get free food at Applebee's.
Okay, so would Shakar have gotten that food? Yes, he would have. Would Lee Nalis have gotten that food?
No, he would be turned away at the door.
He would be turned away at the door and said, "No, Lee Nalis, you are not getting it.
You are not getting those waffles.
You shall not have the food."
Did you say waffles? Wait, you said waffles. Did you say waffles?
I don't know what they serve at an Applebee's. I'm not from America. I just assume all food is waffles.
Apples. Maybe they serve apples. Who knows?
Who knows? That would make sense.
It's just like a casual...
Or bees. They could serve bees.
Listen, tell me what they serve at a Little Chef on the M11. Come on.
I think that's waffles.
There you go. Probably. The very best.
Yeah, so in summary, Idle, while you were gone, we determined he should be a veteran, and we are going to flounce as a result.
Wow.
Yes.
That was what really hit the nail on the head, was it?
Yeah.
That's what finally did it. Lee Nalis.
That's it. That's yeah. We're done.
Yep. Lights out. Off you go.
We're done. Lights out. Lights out.
Lights out. Oh, I like that. That was a good touch. Production value right there.
Oh, yeah.
Production. Yes, I know. It's just. I'm just out of here.
What is an Applebee's? Someone tell me. He's ascending.
It's a casual American restaurant chain. They typically serve like, it's lunch and dinner and appetizers and a bar.
Applebee's, maybe.
They have pretty much everything. Yeah, they have pretty much everything except I don't think they serve breakfast. Yeah, it is a crappy restaurant chain. QH Eric Nelson says, it's pretty bad. But when I was younger, when I was in like college and high school, you would go there and you'd get like half price apps after 9, and like half price beers and stuff like that.
Actually, that kind of looks like a Little Chef. now we're talking about it. They're very similar.
And the reason this came up is my grandfather is a veteran. He was a veteran in the 50s, and he was stationed in Germany. And he always tells me on Veterans Day he goes to Applebee's and Olive Garden and gets free food, for lunch and for dinner. So that's our conversation. He always he laughs because he got a draft notice in the 50s, and I think the notice said like your friends and neighbors have nominated you to serve in the U.S. Army, and he goes around like,
you fucking what?
He's like, joke's on you, I have no friends. All my relatives are dead.
He's an old angry German.
Yeah. Yes. Did you know my husband was Korean? Anyway. Moving on. Let's have some fun. Let's do some What the Dub, because I said we were going to do that since we have some
time. I got time. Let's do it.
We've got all the time in the world. Let's do some What the Dub, because we haven't done it for a little while, and we've got some different players tonight. So let me find out where I installed that, which I put it somewhere in my Steam menu, but I have in fact not uninstalled. There it is, What the Dub. Just underneath the Jackbox Party Pack. Oh, I need to turn the volume down tonight.
Do we get any talk about cheese yet while you're setting that up?
No, yeah, you talk, please. Damn, take us through your latest expeditions in cheese.
Cheese. Okay, so yeah, brie. I'm loving brie. I had a really, really nice brie about 2 weeks ago, and then I've gone back almost 3-4 times since, and I put it on toast. It was really, really nice. There we go. Cheese.
I do love a bit of brie.
Cheese. I do love brie.
It's getting to that time of year where it's coming near Christmas. It's getting colder, and you just want that nice sort of big long bit of homemade bread, a melted wheel of brie, and you just do. Oh.
Yeah. My in lieu of being in the office last year, my company sent me huge jars of cranberry sauce that I just had nothing to do with but just pile on that. It's like, am I eating 17 turkeys, or am I just going to do this?
It's getting darker, guys. It's getting darker.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Okay.
It is. Oh, look! Go to the light. Go to the light, Genos.
Maybe in between rounds of this, we can talk about my re-listen of the podcast.
Oh, yes, you have been.
We should do that.
We'll come on to that. Let's start a new game.
Let the dubs begin.
Okay.
The reason it came to mind is
enter your room code.
Hang on. I just need to get what.
Play WTD economy.
Close all this rubbish. Don't need my stream manager. I just need to go to play WTD. I'm going to open it to everyone in a minute because why not? But I'll let you guys join first. So. The room code is, Genos and Dan, if you are ready, is JZWU. I am joining now, and then we'll have room for 3 other guys if you want to come in. Camembert is not the same as brie. Camembert is different.
No, I'm saying it's equal though. It's equal. As cheeses go, it's equal.
Yeah.
It is an equally versatile cheese.
The reason I thought about the rewatch is because you're talking about brie, and in all the old episodes you were talking about SSR, that person whose name you couldn't pronounce, you kept calling them SSR brie.
Oh, yes,
like, are you a cheese?
It's brie, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, you kept calling them brie.
Gornafo, where is this? This is playwtd.com. What the dub? If you've not seen this before, this is fun. I've modified this with Star Trek clips. Have a watch first, and then if you want to come and join in, you can. But yes, let's start this with 6 players max. You can vote in chat after the round is done.
Have you got 6 in?
Welcome to What
Can you guys hear that all right?
The rules are simple.
Yeah.
Each round, a video will play
Okay,
with
well then.
missing dialogue. Each player enters their
I didn't get in.
replacement dub.
You didn't get in?
Players watch the dub.
I didn't get in.
and vote
That's
on
all right,
the
Scott.
Next round.
Player with the highest score at the end of the game wins. It's just that easy.
You can just laugh at us.
Yeah.
I mean, why change the habit of a lifetime?
Hey.
Round 1.
Okay, here we go.
You look a little sore. 11 hours.
Yes, I learned a great deal about the concept of antagonism.
It was excruciating.
Time to shake the
There you go.
world, kid. Enter your dub.
I'm just looking at the names. I'm not looking at the names on the bottom, and I know this is going to be awesome.
Why is Evans in such pain? Evans, ow. Oh, so good. Shy is in. I love Shy. Racing, Walt, that idle guy.
And that idle guy. Okay, Evans and Shy. And
Can
then
roll.
play in chat as well. Please do.
Yeah, and if you're playing, you're not allowed to vote in chat.
Yes, but you did. You voted for yourself, didn't you? It's like the
Yeah, well,
balls of
Stars
this
was
guy.
smart enough. Stars figured it out.
Yeah.
You look a little sore.
I opened up a Starfleet Communications post for comments for a while.
11 hours.
Yes, I learned a great deal about the concept of antagonism.
It was excruciating.
You look a little sore.
He somehow did a mega wedgie with my sash.
11 hours.
Yes, I learned a great deal about the concept of antagonism.
It
Sound
was
effects make. I always forget they're in there.
excruciating.
You look a little sore.
We ate 6 cubic meters of brie.
11 hours.
Yes, I learned a great deal about the concept of antagonism.
It was excruciating.
You look a little sore.
I started a nightmare mode alt.
You just need to have something in there just kind of
Yes, I
go
learned a
wee
great
wee
deal about the
wee
concept
Kung
of
Power style,
antagonism.
didn't you?
It was excruciating.
You look a little sore.
Worf was kind enough to show me all 3 of the Twilight films.
11 hours.
Yes, I learned a great deal about the concept of antagonism.
It was
So bad, there are 4 of them still.
You look a little sore.
We had a bit of a session comparing our gorges.
11 hours.
Yes, I learned a great
I
deal
knew there would be a
about the
gorge.
concept of
Yeah,
antagonism.
it is a gorge.
It was excruciating.
Vote.
Okay, vote in
don't.
chat. You can
The
type
choice
exclamation
is
mark
yours.
vote and then the number on the screen. So,
I'm so annoyed I didn't get in.
next session, we'll get you in next session.
Yeah.
This is what happens when I open up to the public.
I level Shins on with no with level Shins on with no replicator. It's excruciating.
We gotta do that one.
I'm sad I know that there are 4 Twilight films instead of 3 because
Oh, there! I thought they were.
sad that I know that.
I did not know that.
No, I
That's
didn't.
a point of pride for me.
They broke the last book into 2 movies, just like they did with Harry Potter.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
You're
Yeah.
almost out of time.
Nearly there. There's actually 5? Apparently,
They broke
there's
the last.
5. Okay,
Oh
let's
God, there are 5. Oh, I'm just worse.
This dog is hip to the jive. Look at him go.
Early points. They're all racings. Very nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
At least I got the Bree. I got 1 vote from Idol. Thank you.
At you.
least I'm not in last.
Time warp factor. Engine room.
What are you waiting for? Enter your dub.
Ah, plenty of room there. I love that old shouty Spock. Time warp. Shouty Spock. Ugh.
Oh, I'm gonna have to reset my camera for a second.
Oh dear.
Go.
And this music will be in your head for all of time.
Along with shouty Spock.
Yep.
We could do worse than to have shouty Spock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hope they bring him back for the new show for Strange New Worlds.
Yeah,
it's like, I'm going to the turbo lift. I will just be over here.
Fly make soup. Okay, here we go.
Being on Walt.
Time warp factor.
What are you talking about? Scotty hasn't invented it yet.
Engine room. Time warp factor.
Time warp factor. Wait, there are free haircuts in engineering.
Engine room. Time warp factor.
We have reversed the polarity of the subspace matrix and shit's all fucked. It's version 8.2.0.
Engine room. Time warp factor.
I can't find the button after the upgrade. Oh no, I airlocked the go.
Engine room. Time warp factor.
Time warp, I'm too high for this shit.
Engine room. Time warp factor.
What comes after the shake to the right?
Engine room. Time to place it out.
Okay,
We have a winner. Come on.
That's great. This was a good show.
I'm curious to know who sings Roz. That's pretty good.
No.
Keep it coming, chat.
That's brilliant.
You voted it in chat.
I got a
You're
few...
not playing. Oh yeah, Mike. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. You were fine. Like you're not. Wait. No. Ah.
Press all the things.
Ready.
You're a
wow.
certified dreamboat.
Well done, Walt.
Yowza!
Oh, that's a good one. Good, nice one, Walt.
Oh man. Oh, racing.
At
Nice.
least,
Oh wow.
at least I got one. At least I got one.
Round 3.
She does a good job, all right. It's just that I can't get used to having a woman on the bridge.
Ooh, and you don't have these timed. They're from the same episode. Really good.
I know.
You don't have them lined up.
Completely random.
Right.
Hmm.
If nothing here is about powerful hair, I'm done.
Let's do the time warp again. Yeah. Cairo, you need to come into the next one because some of your stuff was legendary.
I gotta go for a minute.
Okay.
That's my boss.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. He is needed across the world to fix the surfer problems.
You know who's causing the problems, right?
It is Dan, isn't it? He is causing the problems to fix them.
Yes.
It's the ultimate con.
Sell them the solution, right?
That's how you do it.
Cool. Good job hosting this show, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's always different when you got different people on. It's always never know what quite the mood's going to be, but this has been quite a good week.
Yeah. We haven't vamped as much as Stars and Audio. I was a little late on the up.
I mean, you've been listening back to the old shows. You know, you're essentially officially the Timelines Talks historian. You know, you must have heard the dynamic change over the years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back to our first episode.
You had
we're going to talk about the show, all nice and serious.
You had a time where shows were almost 4 hours long.
Oh no, they're gonna call me into Starfleet HR after that sexist crack I just made. I guess I'll just not come back after the first TOS pilot.
She does a good job, all right. It's just that I can't get used to having a woman on the bridge.
You are a woman, aren't you? In this PC society, it's hard to be sure.
She does a good job, all right. It's just that I can't get used to having a woman on the bridge.
Oh, be quiet, you're going to be recast in 55 years anyway.
She does a good job, all right. It's just that I can't get used to having a woman on the bridge.
I'd like to say something, Captain, but I completely missed the audio bit on this clip.
Could you stop talking over it?
I get used to having a woman on the bridge.
Sorry, I've revealed your secret now, haven't I?
She does a good job, all right. It's just that I can't get used to having a woman on the bridge.
That's very good.
No one can have more powerful hair than me.
There it is.
Yeah, bingo.
There you go.
Hold your peace.
Oh, I quite like the bloop, just because the bloop went and she looked up just as it went off. As in, the fuck was that?
Here's the question while we're voting: is would you rather have as number one, Majel Barrett Roddenberry in her prime, or Rebecca Romaine in her prime? Which I guess she's still in her prime.
Gosh, I don't know.
And alive is the other, but
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah. Well,
so
I think in her prime means alive.
I'm gonna do this again. I've done this before. I'm gonna do this again.
Nice. That's awesome.
Hustle!
Love the sweater.
Yeah. Vote original. Vote OG number one.
Although Barney Stinson says new is always better.
Hey, thank you.
One more.
Oh, there it is.
Wow.
Nice. Get some points.
Well, this is anyone's game. It's tight.
This is a really tight.
Yeah.
I'm just not the right kind of woman for you, Q.
Truer words were never spoken.
Q, how did you find me?
No time to waste. Enter your dub now.
Damn. Some of these are quite hard.
I guess while people are putting their things in, yeah, I've been listening to all the old shows, just going back from the beginning since I've been up to date on my other rewatch podcasts, and it's amazing how much you guys have gotten right about your predictions.
Oh, yeah.
Like you predicted so much stuff that actually came to pass in the show, like collections.
We're not exactly. We're not like informed of anything beyond occasionally the odd message from Ben that says, "Can I come and do a Q&A?" So like, yeah, like it's some of it's common sense, I would say, but who knows?
I mean, some of them were just like were sort of off kilter. Like I can see them having an XXX collection, and then it happens. Like, I mean, sometimes it's like 6 to 9 months later, but it's like it happens.
I think we were all under the impression that a collection expansion had to happen at some point. Like, there had to be something done there. I think that was in the cards, especially once they'd done that Diplomat and Veteran. You know, the initial Diplomat Vulcan expansion when they just did the two and left it at that. That was the first sign that they're doing something here.
No, you guys. I think you guys have been pretty on board, and I think when
I'm impressed by your
Polestars first came out,
to actually listen to us all over again. I can't do it.
listen to you guys while I'm running,
Not the right
and then I
kind of
also.
woman for you, Q.
Truer words were never spoken.
Q, how did you find me?
I tried 17 starships before this one. It was pure dumb luck, to be honest.
I'm just not the right kind of woman for you, Q.
Truer words were never spoken.
Q, how did you find me?
I bought your pole stars on the celestial market, obviously.
I'm just not the right kind of woman for you, Q.
Truer words were never spoken.
Q, how did you find me?
I am motherfucking Susie Plaxon.
I'm just not the right kind of woman for you, Q.
Truer words were never spoken.
Q, how did you find me?
I followed the smell of Eau du Picard all the way from the Beta Quadrant.
I'm just not the right kind of woman for you, Q.
Truer words were never spoken.
Q, how did you find me?
I know your type, Starship Captain, previously in some other unsuccessful sci-fi franchise like Dune or Remo Williams. Your right swipes are easy.
Oh.
I'm just not the right kind
Wow.
of
Only has
Truer
one source.
words were never spoken.
Q, how did you find me?
Well, I get to play most of the great female characters, so there was a good chance I'd be in this one.
Oh, these are all so good.
What did you think?
Oh,
These
these
are
are all so good.
There we go.
Oh, I think I know the one I'm voting for, though.
Yeah, so most of the time I'm listening when I'm running, just because there's no ad breaks, which is nice.
Oh yeah.
And then I also fall asleep to it sometimes.
Oh, yeah, well, I can understand
Which is a joke that Shy's made before, like that, you know, old people fall asleep to it. But I think I just find your voices calming.
I'll narrate you some audiobooks about, you know, the mating of butterflies or something. I'm just
Please do, and of course Dan has been a guest before, and that's lovely.
not all our guests.
Indeed. Indeed. And this is the second time I've been on when my boss has called me in the middle of the show.
Yeah. Okay.
Thing's broken?
Yes, thing is broken again. Guess where it's from.
Oh no.
Thing is,
Kid, you're slicker than
yes.
snot on a doorknob. I score!
Nice, that's a shy one right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Nicely done.
Kind of thought that was Shy.
Yeah.
He's crushing us now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know actually. Oh no, yeah.
Yeah. Only Shy would bring
Wow.
Remo Williams into this.
Okay,
Final
final round.
martini glass. Next up is the final round.
Suck that.
Only Shy would bring Remo Williams to a Trek fight.
I'm sure Mrs. Troy would love to hear the one about...
Not really.
Yes, Captain. That is a particularly spellbinding subject.
Time to let your ambitions soar. Enter your dub.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna have to drop off for a few minutes. I'll just mute and stay on here, but if I can come back, I will.
Thank you for
Yeah,
joining
we'll
us
see
if
you
you
soon.
don't come back then.
All right.
Oh, I can't think of anything. I can't. Oh no. Okay.
Through like July now with my rewatch. I think my current episode is Honey, Where Are My Pants, which is the actual Tribbled mega when they the one they actually use the Tribbled and exobiology traits.
Yes. Sorry. Submitting my scores.
Of course. you guys have had your episodes where everything went perfectly, and then episodes where nothing went well. Like this particular episode, the intro didn't work, so you pretended, which was I was dying.
Absolutely fascinating. I'm sure Mrs. Troy would love to hear the one about...
The original series and animated series characters all played by this same actress.
Not really.
Good one.
Yes, Captain. That is a particularly spellbinding subject.
Fascinating data. Absolutely fascinating. I'm sure Mrs. Troy would love to hear the one about...
Genos spent all his free time rewatching Timelines Talks episodes for fun.
Not really.
Yes, Captain.
I am still listening. This is brilliant.
Fascinating data. Absolutely fascinating. I'm sure Mrs. Troy would love to hear the one about...
When I took my fully functional and had my way with Tasha Yar. Oh, she died.
Jesus Christ.
Not really.
Yes, Captain. That is a particularly spellbinding subject.
Fascinating data. Absolutely fascinating. I'm sure Mrs. Troy would love to hear the one about...
That time since got banned all because the Romulans infiltrated Starfleet.
The Romulans.
Romulans.
Not really.
Yes, Captain. That is a particularly spellbinding subject.
Fascinating data. Absolutely.
It's like a weird loop, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm sure Mrs. Troy would love to hear the one about...
How to level your crew outside of a skirmish without spending any crons.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's the anti-idol?
Yes, Captain. That is a particularly spellbinding subject.
Fascinating data. Absolutely fascinating. I'm sure Mrs. Troy would love to hear the one about...
How her freaking husband didn't want to cast me because I was bald, and even tried to stick me in a wig, but look who's laughing now. It's me. It's me.
Not really.
That's gotta be shy.
Spellbinding subject.
Gotta be shy.
Vote for your favorite dub.
I quite like.
I'd like to say Shai should never play poker with us, but I'm sure Shai would beat us at poker.
Of course he would.
Wait, did I vote already? Oh, I'm on the wrong window. I'm tapping the bloody...
Professionalism. Someone had to say professionalism while we were on, otherwise Star would have been 10. Oh, that's so good.
Professionalism. I'm surprised I haven't clipped that yet. I need to do that. But hurry! I need to have that as a command.
Should. Next time I'm on, I want an intro.
Yes, you are due one, to be fair. Should have had one this week. Okay.
So like my intro removed under GDPR.
Doesn't apply in Britain anymore.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Whatever.
Nice
Like
one,
I'll
Wow.
Yeah, Walt got it going there. You might have caught that one as well.
Can I buy that for like 3 packs of fish fingers and 2 burning torches now?
Man, I had 2 really, really bad ones.
Have a look. Hey! Clutch
Well
at the
done.
end game there.
You're slicker than snot on a doorknob. High
Nicely done, Walt.
Well done. Let's do another round. Dan, are you in a position to be in, or are you busy?
I am not. I am approving changes. I am on change approval mode because no one can read bloody documents except me. Great.
Wow, I finished last. That sucks.
Not too far away from me, to be fair. I did pretty badly that round, but well done, Walt and Shy. I think they were the MVPs of that round. Right, let's do new.
New faces, new clips, same great
Gornophobe,
dubs.
if you want to join,
Welcome,
if someone
folks.
could make a room for Gornophobe because you've not played this before. But if you want to, if you don't, that's fine. But let's say room code is UBGC. I will join, and then if Gorn, if you want to join, I will abstain if you don't manage to connect. But yes,
I'll wait for a minute and see if they join. Let me know if they get in.
Yeah.
As winners of many things this month or this week, Gornophobe deserves a space here.
Yeah.
I have to say, while I'm sure they're not willing to change their name, they said they love Gorn, so really they should be Gornophile and not Gornophobe.
Yes. That's true.
Yeah, but that could also have negative connotations.
No, number 15 event win in the first to max.
Yeah, Shai, go ahead and jump in.
No, guys, join in. If Gorn can't join in, then I will drop out.
Right,
so guys, come in.
I'm gonna get in. I'll get in. They're shy. Yeah, I mean, we only got 3 right now. 3 more spaces. Yeah.
Join on in if you can. But yeah, your rewatch of your re-listen of the times. So you've been listening to the sort of the podcasts mainly.
Say that again.
You've been listening to mostly been listening to the podcasts.
Yeah, because I can.
Yeah.
And you don't do the what the dub on those. I've been doing that while I've been running, and then sometimes when I'm driving, if I don't have anything else to listen to, and it's good times. I've noticed a lot of your verbal tics. Not yours specifically, but in the beginning, like every other sentence that Star said was the fact of the matter is, and then you started razzing him about it, and he became self-conscious about it.
We did get quite hostile on it, but not hostile, but like we did razz him for a bit quite, and he stopped. But there you are.
I also love listening to the SDA streams. SDA streams they're real good.
So Gordon couldn't get it to load. You think you just go to any browser on your phone, it should go playwtd.com and then just join with the code, you should be there. Or play next time. Okay, that's fine. Anyone else that wants to join in, jump on in then. There's the code.
We got 2 more spaces.
One more space. One more space.
Evans Ow.
Evans Ow.
Evans Ow.
Need more players?
Walt, you can get in, Walt. What else I can say? And then I noticed, and Ben's not actually in the chat, so I guess I can say this. Ben, every time he responds to something, he always starts with yeah.
Yeah. It is fun.
Every time he replies to a question,
you never notice how you speak until someone points it out to you. Like it's interesting. Awesome. Right, let's go.
I hate mine.
I've enjoyed all the bench reviews that you've done.
The rules are simple.
Alright, we'll skip the instructions. We know what we're doing.
I'm gonna win this one.
So many dubs, so little time. Let's get into it.
Yes, it's something Troy warned me about when we first started to see each other.
Oh no. Oh no.
Or more. Never told me that.
Show him you're not just a pretty face. Enter your dub.
I think I'll be back in about 3 minutes.
Clickety clack.
Okay, quite proud of that. I had to do a risky Google in the middle of that.
Clackety clack.
Clackety clack.
I think I enjoy the shows with the 3 more regular hosts, but when Big McLarge Huge is able to join, it's fantastic.
Big is Mr. Analysis. I love it. You get so to the point so quickly. You've got a way with words that just can't compare.
You couldn't get his name right for like 4 or 5 shows.
Big large McHugh.
It was so funny.
Okay, here we go.
I think
Yes,
it's coming
something
back.
Troy warned me about when we first started to see each other.
Yeah.
After I learn to push her buttons, she might move 1 or 2 of them.
Or more.
Or more. Never told me that. Yes, it's something Troy warned me about when we first started to see each other.
She sometimes will rewatch Timeline's talks 2 or 3 times over the course of a week.
Or more.
Never told me that. Yes, it's something Troy warned me about when we first started to see each other.
You suddenly feel the urge to sing Faith of the Heart 5 times a day.
Or more.
Or more. Never told me that.
Important question, where's
Yes,
my
it's
booze?
something Troy warned me about when we first started to see each
Here
other.
it is.
She told me that she
Alright.
could drink 50 glasses of Romulan ale in an hour.
Or more.
Or more. Never told me that. Yes, it's something Troy warned me about when we first started to see each other.
Sometimes she would slip 3 or 4 Viagra pills into my mashed potatoes to get me into the mood.
Or more.
Or more.
No.
Never told me that.
Oh.
Yes, it's something Troy warned me about when we first started to see each other.
Betazoids don't have gorches, but they can transmit them to others.
More.
Or more. Told you that.
Everyone's a critic,
Oh my
including
god,
you.
these are so good.
Time to vote.
This is just brilliant.
This is hard. This is a hard one. That's what she said.
So good.
Indeed, or more.
Nice. Or more.
Oh my god, I don't know which one to vote for.
Well, I have to say though, there's a disturbing lack of Skycap appearances on the show. I wish there were more.
I demand more Skycap, and I demand she talk about
I
cheese.
think she has to unflanks first.
Well, I want more Prime Lines talk, so it doesn't necessarily have to be all women, just not you.
Unflanks Sky Cap.
We demand and love Skycap.
Oh, no, batteries aren't gone. I thought the batteries were gone.
I've got the one audience vote.
Not
Thank you very
gone.
much.
It's still Halloween. It's always Halloween somewhere.
Got a point.
You're on a roll. Hot points.
Oh, nice job racing.
Round 2.
And I got.
Counselor.
On this ship,
Oh.
anything's possible.
Give it your
This is a
best
right
shot.
Troy
and
episode.
answer
Oh.
your dub.
This is a Riker Troy innuendo round.
I almost typed it into the chat.
Oh yeah, I did forget I was going to do this a minute ago, but here we go.
Yeah. I like how judge is capitalized because that's that emphasized. Like she's going to judge
the.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I am going to. I'm actually going to take that picture and send it.
I would like to propose that your new intro be you holding up that sign.
I think
next
that
one
would
to come
really
on the
work.
show.
I think that would work. Or Skycap's new intro.
Ah! but have it be you.
Do you think we could open our polyamorous V with Worf into a full hexagon with Beverly and Glub from Cetacean Ops?
Oh my god. Mine for this one is terrible, by the way. I couldn't think of anything.
No one has CMD med stats quite like you.
On this ship, anything's possible.
Counselor.
Do you think the captain would mind if we ate his fish?
On this ship, anything's possible.
Counselor.
Let's go to the holodeck, take off the safety protocols, and enjoy mocha bar of fornication.
On this ship, anything's possible.
Counselor.
Can I transfer Worf to Cetacean Ops?
On this ship,
Wait, Insurrection Wharf wasn't surfing on the ship.
Counselor.
Have you moved my cadet challenges again? I need to give people some prawns.
There it is.
On this ship,
Which dub did you like best? Vote now!
Oh, we got 2 Cetacean Ops.
Yeah, I know. What are the odds?
Hey.
Someone's been watching Lower Decks.
Still haven't watched Prodigy. I need to.
You should. It's good. Like, if you put yourself in the mindset that this is a kid show, it's really good. The latest episode, I think it was episode 3, it was actually stunning visually, really good to look at.
You've met me, right? I'm basically a child.
That's true. You'll love it. Watch it with it little.
Just
I watched
vote
it with my Ben, my son Ben, not named after Ben, obviously, but two of them.
Not that bad.
Okay,
Are we sure? Oh, wrong keyboard.
Wow, you're just too much.
Audience loves that one. Audience loves the WRG digs. I've noticed that.
I need to slam WRG more.
Yeah.
If the next time I just put fuck WRG in there, I would get all the points.
Something wrong, Captain?
Enter your dub.
The toss one. Good. We're calling it TOS.
The other series.
The
old series.
Those old scientists.
That would be funny is like someone who's grown up with the newer generation of Trek going back and watching TOS and being like, this is not Trek.
God forbid how confused people would be just watching Lower Decks and going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
A friend of mine that watched
I was very proud. I messaged my niece and said, you have to watch Lower Decks, and her reply was, bold of you to assume I haven't.
Oh, nice.
I hit you over the head with a fucking hyperspanner and you only have a tiny cut. Goddamn Vulcan strength. Also fuck WRG for points. I just saw Mitchell's proficiency stats.
That was perfectly timed as well. That was a good one.
I'm concerned I just soiled myself, and if I move I might disturb the olfactory layer and force an emergency evacuation of the bridge.
Oh, so good.
Captain.
There's beauty of the blue. It's so thin. You're going close to 2,000 miles per hour, and through like 50 miles of it in an instant. And then you're into black.
I was going to say, this needed a Shatner in space caption.
Wrong, Captain.
Yes.
My toupee slipped, but everybody was too busy looking at Scotty's finger.
Something wrong, Captain?
Well, I was looking for my achievements, but they seem to have moved to your head.
Round's over. Let's vote.
That's gonna be a vote 6 for me.
Hard for me not to vote for Mitchell's proficiency stats.
That was just so perfectly timed as well. They just went straight in there and out. That was great.
Had just gotten like, oh yeah, I completely forgot about Mitchell.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, he's back.
It was like for me with the Hoshi Evoke Feelings of Affection when that appeared last What the Dove, and I was like, yeah, that's the perfect amount of time for that to be funny again. Because I've just forgotten about it.
Yeah.
You're almost out of time.
Oh, that's so good.
You're as fit as a butcher's dog, kid. Way to go!
There you go, Walt, you got some points. Oh man.
Alright, I'm not well, I am in last, but I don't have a 0.
Break a leg, kid. Here comes the next round.
Tom Paris? I wonder if we could go somewhere and talk.
Show him you're not just a pretty face. Enter your dub.
Oh, I've got a great one for this. I'm sure someone's gonna come up with it. I'm not that funny. I'm sure someone else will get this.
I have a feeling the hive mind might go a certain way.
a good one. Oh, I didn't even think about lizard jokes. 50.
I was going to say it because there's some people that haven't finished it.
Yeah.
My brain went in a completely different direction, but I hope we get to the point.
Yeah, I think so. I think no, but Nifty wins lowest common denominator award, which I suggest we have here.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
We used to have one in work, which was the lowest common denominator. Worst thing you could say without getting reported to HR or fired.
Well, I mean, it's hard to know where the line is. It moves all the time.
It does, absolutely.
Oh, no.
I mean,
Jesus. That is it. Yeah.
Line must be drawn here.
Yeah.
No further.
No further.
Until it moves somewhere else.
Until it moves. Yes. This far. No further. No, maybe over there. No. Occasionally at the door.
It's not my fault you don't adhere to my standards.
Alarm. Red alarm.
Yeah, red alarm.
Why don't we have that as a trigger
Paris?
yet?
We need to. I will.
There we go.
Wanna head down south and make some lizard babies?
That's the first one.
There we go. There's
I
one.
wonder if we could go somewhere and talk. Tom Paris?
Sorry, you're Nick Locarno, aren't you? Never
Bingo,
mind.
there we
me
go.
too.
Someone would
I
go for
wonder
that.
if we could go
Yes.
somewhere and talk.
Guarantee there's more
Tom
than
Paris?
At some point you are going to evolve into a space lizard.
I wonder if we could go somewhere and talk.
one. Maybe half Nickel
Tom
Carno, half
Paris?
Space Lizard.
That's your name now, so we don't have to deal with Writers Guild credits. It's Tom Paris. Tom Paris.
I wonder if we could go somewhere and talk.
Thank you, Shy.
Tom Paris?
You look like Nicholas Locarno, but I bet you get that all the time.
I wonder if we could go somewhere and talk.
Half and half.
I
It's
wasn't
going to be half and
expecting
half.
Tom Paris?
Ricardo jokes.
I thought I'd found you before, but it turned out to be some guy called Locarno who fell out with Wesley and ended in a bad spot.
I wonder if we could go somewhere and talk.
This is good. This is
I
really
was
good.
not expecting
The
so many
choice
Nick
is
Locarno
yours.
jokes. Oh my god.
Yeah, but there's niche, and then there is
There is
the
Nick
time of the
Locarno.
Fox audience.
We expected the lizard jokes, but no one expected the Nick Locarno jokes.
Yes, Nick Locarno Inquisition.
Yes.
Oh, this is so difficult.
So it actually ended up being 2/3 Locarno, only a third Lizard Baby.
Fun fact, there's actually in the new Star Trek book, Wesley Crusher meets Tom Paris and goes, "Don't you look like someone I know?" And it's just like, oh my god, of course you do.
Really?
Oh
That's
no!
Yeah.
And you gotta think that author's been waiting 15 years to make that joke and wrote the whole book just to make that joke.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, audience vote there.
You take the egg, baby. Winner, winner.
There it is.
Of course, you called it. You called it, Dan.
The audience.
Shy.
Yeah, Evans got it with the audience vote there. Look at that.
Grab your martini
Ooh,
glass.
this is Taiwan.
Next up is the final round.
What's in that container?
Oh, I've got one. Oh, no.
They eat this?
In great quantities.
Time to let your ambitions soar. Enter your dub.
I'm gonna say one that probably. Yeah, I'll wait. Hopefully my boss won't call me again.
I actually stopped with the full stop in there. I don't know why. I had to form a complete sentence.
Can't wait to go running to this podcast. Granted, this part won't be in it.
Actually,
yeah, but
I've got a busy day tomorrow, so I'm not really sure we're doing. I might have to do the podcast tomorrow evening, but we'll see.
That's right. I'm totally fine with that, but DC Pilot will be on you about it. He's gonna ping you every 5 minutes and be like, "Podcast?
Here's my podcast. Where's my podcast?"
I've got to go to prison tomorrow. I've actually got to go to prison tomorrow. Not me going to prison, but I've got to go to a prison.
Okay.
Undercover idol.
Captain AJ.
You know what to do.
You're gonna be able to flip shuttles while you're at the pilot.
Yeah.
It's some kind of evolved human or salamander babies. I don't have a clue where they get it.
They eat this?
In great quantities.
What's in that container?
It's the latest offer wall deal. The PC Master Race laps it up.
They eat this?
In great quantities.
Applebee's.
It's cum Wesley, don't question it. Your attitude towards cultural diet is frankly outdated and outmoded.
Whoa! Wow.
In great quantities.
What's in that container?
Borches and brie with a blood wine dressing.
Cheers.
Eat this?
In great quantities.
What's in that container?
Oh, it's those campaign rewards we were looking for.
They eat this?
In great quantities.
What's in that container?
It's my favorite pizza topping. Though Tom Paris, Nick Locarno likes those Covarian olives or whatever.
They eat this?
In great quantities.
What did you think was the best? Vote!
We had 2 callbacks to the last one. That's pretty good.
Not one Gwyneth Paltrow's head in the box. What's in the box? No, I'm very disappointed in you all.
It's
I'm out of water. Just don't want to finish in last.
You and me at the bottom, baby.
Yeah.
Those could all be really, really useful sound clips.
Just vote already!
Chat, I'm voting for that salamander.
Yeah.
Nostalgia pick. Even you, Dan.
No, absolutely.
Thank you, Shy.
You flipped the script on that one. Great work.
Okay, bring it up in the ring.
Wow, nicely done.
There it is. Oh,
dude. Ouch, beg.
And here's our winner!
Not me.
Hey, Evans.
You take the egg, baby. Winner, winner.
You do take the egg.
Yep. Doesn't love an egg.
Oh, yes.
Looks like we've reached the end of the proverbial road. Let's take a look at the score.
My destiny to be 5th. Okay. One thing. We'll stop there. I will stop sharing. Hang on. One thing I forgot to do at the start of the show was do the spin the wheel for our show titles. I actually completely forgot that. So we will do that now. So thank you for everyone that submitted show titles. Congratulations to the winner, which I believe was actually Evans as well. No, was it? Who got the most votes? Who submitted the show title for tonight? Bear with me. It was Evans of Wales as well. So you not only win What the Dub, you win the show title as well. So let's run the wheel for everyone that submitted. And it should appear on the screen. The winner of this will win a sub. If it's Genos or Dam, it's obviously a fix.
Absolutely.
It is in fact going to be Ronaldo. Thank you for submitting.
Hey.
You are a new sub.
I am not familiar with that person, but congratulations.
They did submit a show title, so I'll hit you up and sort you out a sub. But for everyone else, thank you very much for joining us this week. It's been fun. Damn, Genos, thank you for joining me in my Stars and Autoless week. You have kept me very much in company, and it has been good company. This has been a great week. I very much enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
I
for
enjoyed
having
it too.
us.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good time.
Yes, indeed. This on the 13th of November. Thank you, Shai, for reminding me. On the 13th of November, on Saturday at the same time, we'll be having our next Star Trek Adventure stream, which will be the continuation of our Enterprise campaign, which features a fair few of us as the Enterprise crew, including myself as Dr. Phlox. It should be quite fun, so we'll be continuing that. And there will be a third part of that at some point in the future, probably in December. And then I shall be beginning my Klingon campaign, which I'm very much looking forward to. I'm starting to shape up, which I think, Genos, you said you wanted to join in. I think that's a good time to do it. So have that to look forward to. But we will be back next week. I believe next week I will be doing some Armada with Stars. I actually need to send him a webcam because his webcam broke. That's why he's not been here.
No!
Yes. So I've actually
What
got
did
one.
you do to it? Did he hit it with a bat left or something?
Probably.
Excessive hair flips.
Yes, I just took it out.
He flipped it this way?
Yeah. You got to be careful. I mean, the power of the hair flip.
So, yes, I've actually got one I need to send him in the post, so I'm going to be doing that hopefully so we get it in time for Star Trek Adventures.
Such a nice guy.
Yeah. So, my camera's broken. What is this, a 90s dating chat room? No, it's Omegle. Will you do this whole thing on Omegle?
Has anyone said ASL yet?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, we have an LOL.
It is, in fact. Yeah, you could only LOL if you are, in fact, laughing out loud. Anything else, and I'm just not believing. On that note, thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back soon. Check the Discord out. Check the Twitter out. Please come and join us. We have a lot of fun. And for all of us, thank you, Dan. Thank you, Janice, for joining us. And we will see you next time. Ta-ra.
Your guns. Bye.